Okay, something I think is pretty cool about my family is that both my parents grew up in Shepherd, and they went to Shepherd High School. They were high school sweethearts. And then they went to college, graduated, and got married, and they wanted to start a family. And my mom wanted to have 4 kids. And so she had one kid, and it was a boy. And then they had another kid, and it was a boy. And they had another, and it was a boy. And my mom said, okay, it'll be perfect. We'll have 3 boys and 1 girl. And so the last time, and she was getting her checkup for the ultrasound, and the lady showed too much of it, and my mom was like, what's that? And she's like, oh, nothing, it's a boy, isn't it? And she's like, not necessarily. And my mom went home and cried because she was so sad. She really, really wanted a girl, and she didn't know what to do. So they decided they'd have 1 more kid, and she prayed all the time, and she just wanted to have a girl. And then there was me. That's me. So I'm the only girl in my family besides for my mom. I have 4 older brothers. I'm the baby. That's me. Nambe. You can add him on Facebook if you'd like. So, I was a pretty big baby. I was the biggest out of all the guys in my family, so I'm kind of proud of that. You can tell I look really fat in that picture. Okay, remember that little mouse, because I'll bring him up later. Not too long. Okay, this is my family. There's a lot of them. So, this is my mom. She is definitely my #1 fan in everything that I do, especially sports. She's always there. I don't really talk to her about sports specifically because she wasn't really an athlete very much. So she just doesn't understand and I get frustrated. But she's one of the only people I'll actually talk to about the whole softball running situation and what I'm going to do after high school. Because she doesn't try to sway me either way. The rest of my family has their decision picked out for me. So, and up there in the top right is my dad. He is the opposite of my mom. They kind of even each other out. He's my biggest critic. He always has to find something wrong, no matter what it is. If he doesn't know anything about the sport, he'll figure out something that's bad. But I don't know, I kind of try to see it as a good thing because it definitely pushes me, and I don't want him to baby me. I don't want him to think that I'm great at everything because it won't make me better. And over there on the right side is my brother TJ. He's the oldest. He's kind of like the picture perfect, like grown up. And he's always been there for me. I can usually talk to him about a lot of things. And with him is my sister-in-law, Jamie. I liked her at first. I still like her, but I was really young. I think I was in elementary school, and me and my friend had made this huge fort in my living room, and she crawled through it with me, and I was showing her all these little rooms and stuff, and so I was like, hey, she's not that bad. But then there's in the middle is my brother Blake. He's definitely the funniest person I know. I don't know if any of you met him. The whole mock rock, pulling their sweatpants off and pink shorts thing. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it was interesting.
He definitely makes our dinner table discussions when my whole family's there really, really funny. And then there's my brother Ian. He's the one on the left. I don't know if you can tell, but he's laughing super hard in that picture. And that just describes him perfectly because he is so happy all the time. And I look up to him for that because he's so optimistic about everything. He gets kind of annoying because he's happy all the time. He's alright. And then in the middle, right there, is my brother Caleb. I'm sure a lot of you know him. He's tickling me in that picture. And it's quite funny. I think it's funny. We're really pretty close in age, and we don't always get along. We don't really ever get along. But I look to him a lot. I looked up to him a lot with running because he's an amazing runner, and I wouldn't be running if it wasn't for him. And he's not only is he just a good runner, but he's so humble, and you don't find many athletes as good as him that are that humble. And he runs at MSU. He runs tomorrow. And then there's my nephew Tucker. He's TJ and Jamie's son, and I love him to death. He's so cute, and I don't know. I don't think you could find an aunt that is more proud than me because I love him to death. And then on the right is my dog. I think he's a person trapped in a dog's body because he has such a personality. He sleeps with a pillow in that picture. You can see him. He is scared of the dark. I have to walk him outside at night so he can pee. And then he hates red kibbles. He just leaves them on the floor. He won't eat them. I played hockey for 7 years, I believe. That was my first year in that picture. I was a goalie. It was a pretty big part of my life, but I ended up giving it up because I ran out of time and not enough hours in the day to do tennis sports. But it was really fun, and I met a ton of people. It was really cool. And softball is a huge part of my life. I started when I was 5, played t-ball and everything, and all my brothers played, and they were a catcher, and that's all I wanted to be. Everyone else was like, I want to be a pitcher. I want to be a catcher. And in that picture up there in the middle, I don't know if it's in the
Oh.
You can go back. We'll get to that in a second. But I was the manager for the softball team. I'm the little one at the bottom there, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever when I was in 3rd grade. All these people are like, oh, in school, and I get to leave school early to go to their away games. I just thought that was awesome. Then this last year, in our first doubleheader, in the second game, there's a girl, Allie, got a ground ball. There's a girl in 3rd. She faked it perfectly, and the ball came in. I home, I tagged the girl. She's out perfectly, and then looked to the other play, and the play stopped, and my thumb, something was wrong, and I took my glove off, and I tried to shake it, and then I tried playing catch with my pitcher, and it was just shooting pain through my thumb, and I was so upset, and I could not believe that this was happening, that it was not supposed to happen at all to that pitcher. But I broke my thumb on our first night, and I was sitting behind the dugout crying because I couldn't play, and my dad told me to suck it up and that life goes on. And my other brother, TJ, was hugging me, but I was so upset. And I was out, next picture. I was out for 8 weeks, and I made it back for districts. And I was able to play in districts, which is really awesome to be a part of a district title. So I was really happy about that. I was playing in regionals. And then this summer I played on an elite team. It's in Grand Rapids, so it's a pretty long drive. I'm lucky enough that my parents let me. So, and my team is so much fun. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to see them this past couple months. But I just had practice this Wednesday with a couple of them are on my new team, so it's really fun. Cross is a huge part of my life also. My team is so much fun. We're pretty ridiculous. We're dressed up in fairies at regionals. I'm not really myself around like a lot of people, but I am with them because I'm just pretty crazy. That was me freshman year. I was all state, and I was last year too. And that's us. That's our gnome. That's regionals. Yeah. I can't really find any good pictures of me running. I thought it'd be kind of funny if I could find the worst possible one, and that's the worst picture I could find. Go to the next one. This is state finals. I took it last year. I think it's kind of cool. Finish is my favorite finish.
Where's that at? That the
MIS.
I was gonna say I thought that was at one of the speedways or something. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm coming. Yeah, I'm with this other girl. It's pretty epic at the end, I think. You can't really tell, it's like slow motion. You can go on.
Hold on, you guys are fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I have a lot left. I'm sorry. But then my track team is really fun too. I double in the spring. That's me and my brother. He was lapping me in the 2 mile. But then my 4x8 at state was 6th place, which is pretty big deal. And that's benzene. We hate benzene. And then that is our record board that I put in the gym, and I think it's kind of cool because my brother Blake signed it, Caleb signed it 3 times, and I'm on it too, so it's kind of like our little family thing. Can you skip a couple times to make it faster? Alright, and these are my friends. Then that was our dodgeball team. That is me and Jaylee and Taylor, Hannah, and then Taylor. Nellie's on my softball team, Jordan, Kayla, and then some people I always want to play with. Yeah, can you just... Some things I love. I like penguins a lot. And Squirt from Finding Nemo. And Taylor Swift. She's awesome. And Shawn Johnson. She's a little And I gotta go on a little detail of this. Because maple syrup's kind of like in my heritage. It's my grandpa. There's 3 people. And they had an idea for the Maple Syrup Festival. And my grandpa was one of them. So I think it's cool. It's such a big deal now. And every year my family helps volunteer. And this quote, I think, really not only for running, it is from a famous runner, but just anything. If you give anything less than your best, you're sacrificing a gift. So I think that's cool. And yeah, that's me. I'm sorry this took so long.
Thank you, dear.